Ryan Garcia defeats Oscar Duarte in the 8th round with a knockout. Duarte doesn't beat the count. Looks like he didn't want to fight. Ref was right there in his face, screaming at the 9 count. And when he finally decided to jump up, people are kind of trying to bring that up. And no, he sat there on an 8 count. He was still looking at the ref and then wants to jump up at 9. You got to 7 or 8, you got to jump up. But anyways, Ryan Garcia defeats Oscar Duarte in the 8th round. Didn't look like too much of a fight. I'm not sure about what Oscar De La Hoya was hyping this guy up for. Yes, he does have 21 or 22 knockouts. He touched Garcia a couple of times, but it didn't seem to phase him. I mean, Luke Campbell hit him harder. So, and he started to get real hesitant when it came once Ryan Garcia started letting his hands go. Clearly, Ryan Garcia had the faster hands. Duarte was scared, thinking he's going to get countered, and wasn't, he kept getting position to throw punches, but it was scared to let his hands go and was just getting touched up. Garcia probably won all the rounds in my book. Not sure what Copybox was saying, but he beat him very easily. It looked like he started to take a couple of rounds off, but that was what Derrick James wanted him to do. He wanted him to start dancing, use your feet a little bit more, and start pot shotting him, and he got him out of there real soon in the 8th round. But a few things that happened during the fight. Ryan he started doing the shoulder roll. It looks like he adopted the shoulder roll. I'm not sure if that's how he's gonna go on moving forward. It looked real awkward a couple of times during the fight. He ended up, when he was in the shoulder roll, he turned his back. He turned around all the way, so only thing Duarte could hit was his back, and Duarte was hitting his back, and he kept getting called for it, got a hard warning for it. But you really got to kind of blame Garcia for how he was angling himself and guarding himself when he was doing the shoulder roll, and it doesn't look like he was real comfortable in doing it. But and there's probably people that's questioning why was he in that position. And I would have to say, my only guess is that he was doing it to protect his right body side, and because obviously he seemed to be vulnerable there. He got hurt in training. That was the rumor that was said before the Gervonta Tank fight, and then as you've seen what happened during the Tank fight, Tank went for his body and got him out of there. So maybe this is something, maybe that he still has a lingering injury to his right side, and that's what he's figured out so far to protect it. It doesn't look like because he didn't fight in the shoulder roll. He wasn't being offensive in the shoulder roll. It was only when Duarte was in the inside, and he didn't do it throughout the whole fight. He started doing it later on in the round, so maybe he got hurt in the body and then started to do that. But it looked like, for me, he was just trying to protect that right side. I don't think he's trying to adopt the shoulder roll and he's gonna start moving offensively like that. He can continue to do what Ryan Garcia has always been doing. He's got very fast hands, and even at 140, it didn't seem like it was a problem. I sort of was thinking that he wasn't hurting Duarte because he was getting some clean shots off, and Duarte just kept coming. But Duarte's a tough Mexican, so but it took him a while to get him out of there. But it's going to be exciting for the 140 division, and to see what happens in the future here, especially next week with Devin Haney and Porregas fight that's coming up next week. So we'll see what happens there. Ryan Garcia called out Rolly after this fight, so I was really hoping that he would speak more on the Shakur Stevenson thing. Maybe call him out, and maybe we can see if we could get that going in 2024. But it looks like he's talking about Rolly now. So Rolly would be his next fight, maybe at 140. And if so, I'll give you my pick right now. I got Garcia beating Rolly easily. He's got the faster hands. Of course, Rolly's the harder puncher, but he's got to hit him. So Yeah. That's not what I was. I wasn't too excited to hear that from Ryan. I was really, again, hoping he'd call out Shakur, being that they've been going back and forth on Twitter or X or whatever it is now. But yeah, Ryan Garcia gets the win. 140 division is looking good. Look forward to the fight next week. I will be dropping another podcast about that fight later on in the week. Hopefully before Friday, I can get that up and get some votes going on and see who you guys are voting for. That's kind of a big fight at the 140 division. A lot of people are going to be watching. Looks like Lomachenko and Teofimo have been talking. We'll see if that happens, but also Lomachenko has been speaking with, I heard, Kambosos, which would be an easy fight for Loma and a paid day for Kambosos. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out Leo World News for your latest blog on hip-hop news and sports. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out.